Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a watch market update so you guys can be happy, right? Our first watch is a Rolex GMT Root Beer Rose Gold, reference number 126715CHNR, 40 millimeter. You know, this watch, I paid for this watch like $41,000. I have this watch, $41,000. And as you know, and mine's is like around 2023, something to that, mine's. And this is a 2020, and the retail price is $41,000 of this watch. And I'm gonna tell all of you that you're looking at the root beer, because of the fever now, the tiger iron or iron tiger, whatever you call that, don't pay for that watch. I mean, you do whatever you want, but don't pay for that watch more than $33,000. You do whatever you want. It's your money, and you do whatever you want. Our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, is a Rolex Explorer. Rolex Explorer. That was a good price too, Doc Nick of Florida. Good price. Rolex Explorer, white dial, orange hand, 42 millimeter. Reference number 226570 with a retail price of $10,500. I take it back, with a retail price of $10,050. $10,050 is the retail price. Don't pay for that watch more than $10,600. You do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to me. You can spend all your money, give it away. This is the newest reference number, gentlemen. The newest reference number. The one you're talking about, 8,900, I'm gonna tell you don't pay more than 8,000. Okay? Don't pay more than 8,000 for that one. But this is the newest one that just came out. Newest reference. Ladies and gentlemen, the Richard Mille. Richard Mille, ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. I'm telling you, this watch has hurt a lot of people. And I know, because I hear of people, trying to get loans on these watches, loans. And this is a Richard Mille RM011FM. Felipe Massa, the Formula One driver, And this watch, ladies and gentlemen, is a chronograph watch. It's an unbelievable watch. And, I don't want to... Está jodido, papi. Tú lo sabes, José. Tú lo sabes. Tú estás jodido. Jodido. You're talking about a watch that it was being sold for $275, $325, right? And this is not even gold, this is just a metal, a metal material watch. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want, but don't pay for that Richard Mille RM011FM. Don't pay more than $135,000. Esto está jodido, papi. 135, man. 135. Look at that 120, Renato. Bravo, Renato. Bravo, Renato. You're there. You're there, Renato. You're there. You're there. Bravo, bravo. 135. You're talking about a watch that you will see these, this cryptocurrency young kids, with the Louis Vuitton Nike sneakers and the Louis Vuitton T-shirt, and the ripped jeans, and the RM011FM on their hand, Son tomate, papi. Tú estás jodido. A bunch of tomato cans, window lickers, crayon eaters, tomato cans, sandbags, possum kickers, cow tippers, You cannot be crumb bums, ladies and gentlemen. You can't be crumb bums. And here goes another one, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you about this one, you're going to, coño, esto es una locura. Esto es una locura. Tell all your friends. Don't be shy. Tell them. You tell them in the face. Listen to me. I'm not saying this because I'm jealous of Richard Mille watches. You just tell them Richard Mille watches are dead in water. That's what you tell them. Watch this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Richard Mille RM1103. Rose gold. Rose gold. Split second. Papi. Split second. Chronograph. Papi, this watch at one moment. Does anybody know what this watch was being sold? When they were in the Ferrari cars and their Bentleys was being sold for? Does anybody know? It pops more than a three. Coño, ese $1,000 es el diablo. Does anybody know what that watch is being sold? You can't even melt that thing. You can't even melt it. It's if I told you what that watch in reality has in gold, you're not gonna believe me. It's basically the same way. If you look at a Hublot watch, right, and you see it has rose gold, it looks beautiful. The Hublot, the Big Bang, rose gold, and then it has carbon, whatever you want to call it, STD, NTPT, all that stuff, the Hublot, and you start taking it out. When you take out and go some skins, little skin. That's it. The rest is materials, and you can't even touch that watch. Don't try to open it up, because if you lo desarma, te jodiste. So the same thing is with those Richard Mille watches. They have like a sandwich. They have the rose gold, and in the middle they have some titanium. Some of that sketch. I'm not saying this one has that one. I'm just saying that this is how they do these watches, and you're right. You can't even sell that. Confirmed. Diamond. Oh man. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, yippee. So ladies and gentlemen, this Richard Mille RM1103 rose gold split second chronograph. This watch was being paraded at one moment, guys. $475,000, man. $475,000. The guy, the Iron Sheik, to pay Wigman, he hangs out with Tunic Man over there, Over there on the other side, they hang out together, All those people, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch. I mean, you do yourself a favor and don't pay for that watch more than $233,000 and dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see what I saw today, you go, coño, qué locura. And I did it just to look at it. I must have been today like in seven auctions, 7 auctions, 7 different platforms of auctions. And all the watches were auctions. Watches that I have been seeing there presented to sell, that they have not been able to be sold. So they have all these watches. That's why I can't get I forgot what I was telling you now, because I'm looking at you reading and y se me olvidó. So I'm gonna go with another watch so we can continue this. Our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Patek Philippe, if you're a Patek Philippe lover, we're going to be talking about the Nautilus, stainless steel, blue dial, 5711 40 millimeter. Retail price is $34,890. And these watches have gone all the way up. They've gone all the way up, and they've gone all the way down. And they're playing like that. Playing around. Playing around. Okay, Papa. And this watch, I'm going to tell you with all honesty, they have it out there now for 94, 93, all these different numbers. But I'm going to tell you my number. You can take it to them. This is what it is. This is the number that I have. This is what I want to pay for it. Don't pay for that Patek Philippe 5711 stainless steel 40 millimeter. Don't pay more than $86,000. You do whatever you want. It's your money. I gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen. When their watches, they have meat left in the bone, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not where it was, but it still has meat left in the bone. But ladies and gentlemen, as I've told you and explained to you, these watches have been hyped up dealer to dealer to dealer to dealer to dealer. So there's no way. So you understand, because coño, ustedes son como medio, son palomos, So you understand, how do they get there? Ya llegó. They got to that number. If they go lower than that, they're going to lose money, because they pay. they pay top dollar for those watches. They pay top dollar. You know, it's, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. You know, so it's there, but don't pay more than what I told you. Don't pay more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, our next watch, this is for Mr. Alex. Alex, please hear me out. Rolex stainless steel 41 millimeter Datejust blue dial Jubilee bracelet. Reference number 126334. Retail price is $10,900. You heard that? This is, out of the Datejust, of many of the Datejust, you got to be honest. It's a very, very charming looking time machine. It's totally stainless steel. It has a Jubilee bracelet and it has a beautiful blue dial. Some of them have like a motif blue dial, and some people call it the Biden Joe watch. The guy that was a president too. He will wear it. Unbelievable, that guy. And I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and to you in particular, Mr. Alex, don't pay for that watch more. I mean, you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. This is just stainless steel with a Jubilee bracelet with a blue dial. Okay, Papi? I don't have diamonds on this one. Next time, right? But I'm gonna tell you, don't pay for this watch more. You do whatever you want. Whatever you want. How much do you think I'm gonna say, Alex? How much do you think I'm gonna say for that watch? How much? Tell me how much, Alex. Somebody tell me how much am I gonna tell you I have to pay for that watch? 11, okay, wow. 11.5, okay. One more and I'm off. One more. Wow, everybody's with $11,000. Well, it's not $11,000, not $11,000, but I'm gonna tell you, don't pay for that watch. No, it's not $10,000. Before I get confused, I'm gonna tell you, don't pay for that watch more than $13,400, right? That's the price of that watch. You do whatever you want. This is a Jubilee. And I think out of the Datejust line, this is the most prettiest one to me personally. It looks very, very elegant. It makes a very big statement. Las mami te pueden tirar panty. The girls. That's right, Doc Mick. That's it. That's the number. The girls can throw panties at you because it's a watch that it gives an effect that is white gold. It's beautiful. Okay. So I wish you the best of luck. Don't pay more than that. No seas lambón y no seas un palomo. Quiero mucho, Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, our next watch is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5712 with a leather strap. Unbelievable. That 5712 with a leather strap. Retail price at $55,890. $890, ladies and gentlemen. White gold. How much am I going to tell you not to pay for that collector's choice, collector's dream, collector's grade, collector's unit, collector's grave? How much? How much? $73,000. Renato says $73,000. 73. Give me one more and I'll give you the price. One more. No? Nobody? Here it goes then. Here it goes. Don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want. I mean, be smart with your money. No sean lambones y palomos. Don't pay for that watch more than $64,000 and dropping. All right? That's it right there. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the last two. I'm going to give you the last watch market update. It's a Patek Philippe Aquanaut. Blue dial, blue strap. It is the 5168, beautiful watch with a 42.2 millimeter casing. Beautiful watch, don't be dodo birds. Retail price of this watch is $63,000 or $68,000. I think I don't know what it is. Just don't pay for that watch more. Don't pay more than $78,000 in dropping. All right, guys? To all of you that requested these, Mr. Blair, welcome back, Papi. I didn't realize it's you there. Welcome back to the show. So there it is, guys. This is a watch market for some subscribers. As you know, Alex was one of them. I hope that he's happy with I gave him. I hope we had a great time. You guys gave me a show. I didn't give you a show. You guys gave me a show. Today I was an audience. I was hearing you guys, and a lot of the things that you said, I'm telling you, 90%, I agree with all of you out there, right? From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here with me. Don't be dodo birds. Be smart with your money. Spend it with your family. Love your family. Give them more love. Ciao. Lo quiero mucho. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And like we say always, take care and brush your hair. Take care.